1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 crack commandments. Why?
YouTube. Never fail. Logan Chase here, back with another sneaker review. Today I bring you a pickup that I've been wanting for years. I remember a long time ago, like 10 years ago or more, a couple sneaker YouTubers I was following, they picked up a Undefeated Converse weapon, and it was the poor man weapon. And so it was a weapon upper with a chuck sole. So they did a hybrid, and it came out great. I thought about it, and they dropped John Varvatos collabs. I went to the store, I went to the Converse store and everything up, I think it was Garden State or Paramus Mall, and I kept looking and I couldn't decide. I remember getting my daughters some Converse IDs that they made, which was cool, but I always thought, like, I want to get a Converse weapon. I always liked it. And so earlier this year, Fragment, they came out with the first one to be true to OG specs, and I went for it, but didn't know that they were really limited, and not that they have super hype or anything like that. It does have some kind of hype due to it being Fragment and using the colorway that Fragment is known for, especially from the Air Jordan 1 and the other collab that he did with Travis Scott on the high and the low. And so really wanted to get that pair and was unsuccessful. And I haven't checked for prices, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna move on, and hopefully they come out with more colorways. I felt the colorways that came out with Undefeated, which I'm reviewing one of them, there's a green, and the one that I got is like a beige, and I felt it's nice and very easily wearable and whatnot, but I felt like I wanted something a little bit more of a pop for having my first weapon, first Converse. And I just was like, you know what, just get it, because it's very wearable. Been missing out all these years. Can easily go for the green, but I have already a decent amount of green sneakers, that I could go to. But you can never go wrong, as we've seen with many brands. You can't go wrong with the green and sail or off-white upper and little hits of other colors here and there. So yeah, so I'm real excited. Picked these up for under retail through Grailed. Yeah, I thought they were used, but they're basically brand new. I think they were just tried on, and yeah, I picked them up for $80. Believe retail was like $140, and just real happy with them. Let's get into the review. First off, you got the box. You got your classic Converse box, and you got your little star action there. Star again, outline in blue. You got your Converse in red there, and then you got your tag here, Converse. And I went with 11.5, which is like my true to size, made in Vietnam, and A02124C weapon mid, vintage white and castle wall. So that's the colorway for the beige. They're calling it castle wall. Inside the box, you got your stamp action here, a little different than the Nike, because these are made by Nike. It's the parent company. And you got your sticker right there, and you got your regular tissue paper here. No branding at all, like letting you know it's a collaboration. And it would have been nice, but at least they did the collab, 2 different sneakers. And it's good that they went back on silhouette that they've worked already on. Undefeated is one of those boutiques that always goes into the archive and pulls out some classics and do things. Last year they did the Air Force One. It was the 40th anniversary, and they did I don't know how many colorways with the patent leather. I reviewed one that I ain't picked up, but all of them are great. Cannot go wrong. They did amazing work. Just you want some pop to your sneaker, a classic, and there it is. They've done other work with the Dunk that inspired a colorway for the Air Jordan 1, the Biohack. So they always do great stuff, and they most notably known for the Air Jordan 4, in the military green, and that's basically their colors, the green with the orange, and they just always do good work throughout the years. But let's get into the sneakers. Woo! Woo! here. They are, look at these things, man. Starting out with your outsole, you got your Castle Rock. Got a nice little traction pattern going on right there. Pivot point right there. Converse branding right there, your star. And that is like in an off-white there. Then you have what looks to me like a sail midsole, sail stitching, and that goes around the sneaker right there in that midsole. I love the little design towards the heel. You got your Converse lettering there, and then you got some lines there, a little bit detail. Better than, you know, your basic midsole that we've seen different brands do. They try to like renew it in their own way. Has like a little bit of a slope, and I like the little design from the outsole, how it comes up just a little bit so you can see something and it comes right back down. So nice design. You know, these sneakers were made famous by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They didn't even want to do the whole deal branding together because, you know, they were such rivals and whatnot. So that's real old school basketball. You know, now everybody's teaming up and winning championships. Well, back in the day, it was all like, you know, we're going to stay rivals and whatnot. So just a great time in NBA basketball when it really started to push really more mainstream, and then Michael to the next level. And yeah, these came out in 1986, so basically a year after the Air Jordan 1, but they wanted to do their own thing, you know. And so this has like a off-white upper, all leather, and as well as the heel collar here, that is leather. So the tongue is leather, and your chevron and star underneath on the underlay there is leather. And it is a nice soft leather, thick, and you know, you got your perforations on your vamp there. Some more perforation right here on the lateral side as well as in the medial, and you have your logo, same thing here. And they got this slogan, play dirty, and it's embossed there in that castle color there. And then you got the Undefeated on the lateral side. You have this Y bar, that's more for like the support and design. It's not, you know, just a look, it's a functional thing. So that was a little innovative. It reminds me somewhat of what the Forum was doing, but they actually used a strap. This was like more of like a floating thing. And but yeah, same, you know, kind of tech. And you have off-white laces there, and you have an additional set of the Castle laces here. There you go. If you want to switch it out, I think I like the off-white laces on here. Gives it a more cleaner look, but you know, you could always change it up if you want some more color there. And like I said, it's a leather tongue, premium leather tongue. Your tag has a castle and off-white Undefeated logo, and you have your Undefeated logo as well as on the heel, embossed there as well, and just a fire touch, you know, real subtle. And the back of the tongue of the tag there, you have New York, as this is the New York colorway. The green colorway is the Los Angeles colorway, as they released too. As this was the second one to release, I believe it was September 14th. It was like a week after the first one, or was it like September 8th or 9th or something like that? I know it was like early part of September is when they released. And then you have your sock liner, has that castle cotton material behind the tongue. It has this terry cloth white material there, and your insole is white and it has the Undefeated in New York lettering there. Get you an up close look at that. And yeah, that's the sneaker, you know. Great job by Undefeated. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what other weapon Converse weapon mids will be coming out in the future, you know. And as we're approaching 40 years, we're a couple years out, you know, this is the start. Slow trickle, and feel like, you know, this sneaker should always be in and available at stores. The way it's looking, even though these were limited, there's really no hype. But over time, you know, people will start wanting to get these, depending on the colorway. You know, these are pretty basic and bland. And as far as rating these, the colorway, I would give it an easy. It's just not too much, and the leather celebration of the New York store, because they opened up a New York store, and so I'm gonna give these an 8 overall. Just you cannot go wrong with it. So that's it. YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this review. It's your boy Logan J, and I'm signing out. Peace.